some sort of clarity. You will also at the end will get some confidence, more possibility to qualify for post-study visa. So this is not just about this post-study work visa. There are various options where we will be discussing 10 options, right? So we'll get more possibility. So you will have more confidence, more possibility to qualify for post-study visa than you can think, and will unlock within you the true potential you have to transfer your finances, career, and life. Now, what I need from you is nothing. I don't need any fees, any money from you. What I need from you is some sort of implementation. Just once you listen here today, do nothing different. What will change tomorrow? You switch off your device, you make note, and then you forget, and you start worrying about, oh my God, what am I going to do with my visa? So nothing will change. So you need to take some steps, some sort of action, implement, do something, take a small progress is failure. I hope you will agree that, you might have a PhD, but if you don't do anything with that knowledge, it means like as good as you don't have any degree, right? So you need to implement and use this knowledge. Knowledge, no, people say knowledge is power. I would say knowledge in action is power. Knowledge is just not power, right? So knowledge without progress is failure. So do something different. If where you are is not where you want to be, so there is a gap. Of course, there is a gap. You are a student here, student visa, worrying about, oh, what am I going to do with my career? I need some sort of working rights. I'm not getting right opportunity because I don't have work rights. Discriminated, people. I have received some very interesting comments, in the survey. Said, oh, am I being discriminated? I don't know. I can't comment on this. Now there is a gap where you are now and your desire result you want, right? There is a gap. There is a clear gap. So do something different. Thought becomes things. So you need to think about what I'm going to show you today. Do something, right? So you are getting ideas now from this webinar. Take some action. See yourself doing what I show you, and that is all I need from you. It, guys, okay today. And I'm going to give you loads of ideas. All I need is take some action. Is that okay with you? If you say yes, I'll be very happy. So normally, what we do is we charge £300 plus VAT for 1 hour of consultation. It's legal advice services based on my last 10 years of experience. This is what my outgoing rate. But today I want to offer this for free, and we have 131 attendees, and then my time is like 131 into £360. That is the worth of this hour today. So it's for free, just for you. Make the best. That's all I need from you. Is that okay, guys? Thank you so much. Now next, so what makes the UK one of the best countries to settle post-study, right? So what I believe, there are specific reasons why I believe UK is good. UK has a clear certainty about the way you can get settlement. So, there are specific rules, so I know something little bit about USA. So in USA, you would not know when you will get your permanent residency, which is green card, they call. Where in UK, there is a specific rule. So if you get, let's say, work permit, in 5 years' time, you will get indefinite leave to remain, which is permanent residency, settlement, you will get that, right? So in just 5 years' time, if you get global talent visa, full residence for 10 years, you will get settlement. So what I like about the UK is there is a specific rules around obtaining settlement. The number 2 is it's relatively quick decision making with compared to few countries I'm aware of. If you apply through priority service, of course they charge fees, but you get the decision within 24 hours. It's one of the developed economies in the world. The UK labor market is thought to be a significant draw for migrants. And post-Brexit, I had a question. What will happen post-Brexit about the non-Europeans, right? In my view, the UK shall emerge as the competitive player in science, humanities, engineering, the arts, and the digital technology. Post-Brexit, this is my view, and this is what I believe. Post-Brexit, there is no more free movement. So Europeans and non-Europeans are on same level field, right? So I believe this webinar was focused mainly to entertain and help international students like I was once before. So I assume you, and then of course assume most of you are non-Europeans. So you have now equal opportunities to compete with European nationals. So I would say it's the brilliant time. It's the best time for non-Europeans, where they will be on same level field. There is no a disadvantage not having a European passport, because now Europeans will need the same sort of work visa as you would need. Then the decision making is based on the productivity. If you are better, of course, you're more productive, more reliable, the best resource for the company, then why not? Why company would not hire you? This is what I can think of. So this is post-Brexit, my prediction. Next is visa options. Now, let's dive into this quickly. We will cover 10 options, as I said, and I will cover from the most favorite to the least favorite, or least applicable, I would say. The number one is tier 2, and I have been asked many questions about tier 2. How can I get tier 2 visa? Oh, I need company. Nobody wants to sponsor me. Right, from January 2021, so something is changing from 1st January 2021. What is changing from January 2021 is there is no more resident labor market test. What it means is the employer does not need to advertise the position and conduct a labor test. What it means is, up until now, in today's date, even up until today, if company wants to hire local staff, they need to run an advertisement for 28 days to prove that they could not find settled candidate, and hence they want non-European candidates. Anyways, it was exempt for tier 4 general visa holders. If they have completed their degree course in the UK, it was exempt up until now. But this is now they are removing this RLMT, rest labor market test requirement, number one. Number two is they are reducing the skill threshold to qualify for work permit, which is now tier 2. Of course, work permit is very 2008, but these people still understand what is work permit. It's tier 2, right? So tier 2, even if you are NQF level 3, you could be sponsored. And now you will say, what does it mean? What do you mean by NQF level 3? Okay, I can cover that. As of now, if you need work permit, you need to be sponsored at a very high graduate level position. So for an example, you cannot work as a sales executive, but you can, if you are a business development manager or a sales manager, and you have a senior level position, then only you could be sponsored. Now, this sort of position, let's say a programmer, software programmers, software engineers, business development managers, marketing managers, sales managers, business analyst, something more high level job only could be sponsored. NQF level 6, of course, we need to review that, but this is sort of job roles could be sponsored. But let's say if you have a job as a sales executive, or let's say paralegal, you can't get that today, right? You can't get that job as of now as a sponsored worker. But from 1st of January 2021, this is very important, guys, please listen. From 1st January 2021, you could be sponsored for the following positions, and the positions are paralegal position, right? Shopkeeper, can you imagine? Shopkeeper, I'm sure you visit some sort of convenience stores around where you live, right? You see the shopkeepers there. This position could be sponsored as well, right? Saloon managers could be sponsored and will be sponsored from 1st January 2021. Sales executive will be sponsored. Sales administrator can be sponsored. Personal assistant, gardener, welding technician, pipe fitter, die maker, car mechanic, CNC programmer, hardware engineer, head waitress or waiter in a restaurant can be sponsored. Recruitment consultant, flight attendant, nursing assistant, Now, if you have heard all these positions could be sponsored from 1st January 2021 because they are NQF level 3 position. Now, you will say, oh, I want to know more about NQF level 3 position. No problem. We'll send you a link, right? So we'll send you a link post webinar and you can check yourself what positions are covered under NQF level 3. And if you have further question query, feel free to contact us. So what I mean to say is any semi-managerial position in any business might most likely will qualify for sponsorship. Now, then what does it mean for you? So if you find an employer while you're doing a job, while you are studying in the UK, you of course need to find an employment and a company who is very keen to continue working with them. So, as a student, mostly you have 20 hours working, right? If you do, you start doing a job, could be small company to large company, doesn't matter. I mean, any company can get sponsor license, right? Let me repeat one more time. Any company, legitimate company with a genuine vacancy, with a view of hiring someone from 1st January 2021, if they need to hire somebody and then they think, oh, we might not find right staff, they will get the sponsor license, right? I have done sponsor license applications for company with 0 employees. So there is only director in the company, brand new company. They opened, incorporated company 3 months back. But of course, they had a legitimate business idea plan and strategy in place. And we managed to get them sponsor license in 2 to 4 weeks. So what I mean to say is it's not impossible to get sponsor license. Don't be scared with the process. Don't be scared with the nitty-gritty and the immigration rules. Please do think it's possible, right? If you find a right employer with whom you've been working for 6 months, a year, they like your work, they like your attitude, they like your productivity, and they like you as a good staff, and they say, okay, let's go and find out whether this position, the position you're working, is covered by this immigration rule NQF level 3 and RQF level 3, then, and they say, okay, yeah, fine, look, we are keen to continue on board, and then they might apply for license for you and they might get you on board as a tier 2. You are sorted then, right? And then once you stay on tier 2 for next 5 years, you get settlement. That's what you want. You want permanent residency. You want settlement. So this is how you can get it. I hope that makes some sense. I'm sure you might have further questions. Feel free to keep making notes of that, and we'll cover that at the end of by the end of this webinar. So I hope that helps. I mean, if we go, I mean, minimum salary requirement will be increased to 25,600, but it could be 20,000, between 20,800 or 25,600, or as per the SOC code. Now it's little bit technical, so just roughly understand the figures, right? Rough figures, right? That's not definite figures, but it's a rough idea. It's very easy to switch. Home office making very easy, as I said earlier. Now, what is needed? You need a COS. Now, again, this is technicality. I don't want to get into too much detail. As of now, at this stage, while you are on this webinar, say, oh, yeah, look, I need to sort out my work with, I need settlement in 5 years. Okay, go and find an employer who is, keen and happy to sponsor you. That's all you need to know today, right? There is maintenance requirement. Do you really care? It's fine. They can certify the maintenance on the COS. What is COS? COS stands for Certificate of Sponsorship. How do you get that? I mean, the first step is to find an employer, who is keen to sponsor you. They need to apply for sponsor license. Once they have a license, they can assign you a certificate of sponsorship. And then you apply for your tier 2. That's it. That's how it works, right? Of course, you need to satisfy English language requirement, and you should have a relevant qualification experience to do the job you will be sponsored for. Let's take an example. And this is just a hypothetical scenario. Okay, don't take it too seriously. One of you is probably got a part-time job with a convenience store around the corner where you live. They like your job so much, so you finished your MBA in marketing, and then say, what? Yeah, I did, but I'm doing this office. This guy, it's like you, and they apply for sponsor. You got a tier 2 as a shopkeeper for 5 years, and so, okay, let me take that. But you work there part time, right? So that's your experience. So that's more than enough for you to be qualified for this requirement of having right experience and qualification. That would get you tier 2. There are unlimited possibilities. I'm sure you guys are doing probably some sort of job part-time here and there, and you might find some opportunities through this job where you are working, or through job applications you might do, or by educating the potential employer how this works, that this is not complicated. You can put them in touch with us. We can educate them. This is how it works. I will be doing many webinars in coming weeks and months, so they can join one of my webinar to understand how it works. We'll do a specific webinar on tier 2 and educate them how it works. How to apply? It's straightforward. Home Office has made it very easy to make this application to get sponsor license. You apply online. You do not need too many documents. It's easy, straightforward. It can be done. This is what I want you to take away from these tier 2 slides. Okay, so that's that. Let's move on. We have very little time. Global talent visa. This is very nice. This is mainly, I would focus on someone who is we have done many global talent visa recently. Going back to tier 2, we have done maybe hundreds of tier 2 sponsor license. And we have done the most complex sponsor license application, where Home Office would revoke and suspend the sponsor license for the sponsorship duties and all that. That's a bit complicated, so I did not get into too much technicality of it, but you need to have certain policy and procedures in place and all that. So there are some nitty-gritty of getting sponsor license, but hey, look, you can always go for a professional advice and get that sorted. It's not impossible. Coming back to global talent visa, global talent visa is for someone who is a recognized leader or emerging leader in specific sector, right? This is for specific sectors like science, engineering, medicine, humanities, digital technology, and arts and culture. We have done many global talent successful visa application these days. I would say someone who is doing PhD, completed PhD, done some research, good profile. They should seriously look into this global talent visa. The benefit of global talent visa is you might get settlement in just 3 years if you come across as an exceptional talent, right? You would not know whether you are or you are not up until you get it assessed by a professional, likewise myself or any other professional lawyer or someone who knows global talent visa in and out. So get it assessed, your profile, whether you fall under one of this category. We'll cover that, and I will be sending PPT slides of this webinar to you. There are some links you can visit, and you can check the relevant information if you want to read and understand more. So this global talent visa, you get either 3 years or 5 years. The benefit of this is you do not need to worry about extension, either 3 years or 5 years. Whatever you get after 3 years, if you get 3 years visa, you get settlement in 3 years. If you get 5 years, you get settlement in 5 years. You can work anywhere in relevant industry, of course, and also you can also run your own business if you want to run business. In most of the categories, you can bring your family as well. Most of it, of course, in tier 2, of course, in global talent, you can bring your family, spouse, children under 18, you can bring as a dependent. So that's global talent visa. That's the benefit. Who is this for? I just covered. Is for people from science, engineering, medicine, humanities, digital technology, art and culture, and mainly digital technology is our forte as of now. What is needed? You need, of course, your CV, and the most important, because we have done many global talent visa in digital sector, and we have dealt with, so you need to get an endorsement for global talent from a specific endorsing body, right? And to get that endorsement, you need specific evidence to prove that either you are exceptionally talented or you are exceptional promise. What I'm covering here now is a digital sector. It's very little time for us to cover all endorsing bodies. So Tech Nation, that's the endorsing body we do deal with a lot. And what we send them is CV, 3 dated letters of recommendation signed by 3 different senior member of different establishment, who can, of course, comment on your skill set and write a very detailed recommendation letter. What else do we need? We need some sort of evidence that what innovation in the field of digital technology you could bring or you did bring in. So that's what we need. proof of recognition for work outside your immediate occupation. So not within your immediate occupation, not within your occupation, but outside your immediate occupation. What it means is you might be doing some mentoring in technological field through educational establishments, or you might have done some structured mentoring program, right? So you mentor somebody else, or you might have created some open source code sharing to give back to the tech community. So if you have done all this, so something which you have done outside of your immediate occupation. So we need to prove innovation. You need to prove your recognition outside your immediate occupation. You need to bring 3 recommendation letters from senior member of staff. And on top of that, we need to prove what contribution which is like exceptional. What have you demonstrated as exceptional ability? Now, this is more about drafting documents, right? And again, you know, when we send you PPT slide, there will be a guidance link. Please feel free to read that. And if you find it right, you might be able to do it yourself. If not, of course, seek a professional advice from lawyers likewise ourselves. We can help you with templates. We can help you with drafting these documents. It's more about bringing out who you are, right? And if we can bring that out, you might get global talent visa, right? You need to also provide some evidence of your continuous learning, right? What it means is you must be doing some sort of courses, might be online, but it should be minimum of 20 hours. Any course you do, which is as a continuous professional development. So that's what takes to get global talent visa. Of course, is much more detailed and technical, but this can be, of course, looked into. The next one is you get, so it's two-stage process. First is to get endorsement. Once you get the endorsement, and then you apply for leave to remain or leave to enter, and you get the visa, you come and start working in the UK. That's it. Endorsement takes, as of now with Tech Nation, we get the decision within 28 days. So as I said earlier, it's quick, it's fast. You know, you don't need to end up waiting for months and months. So that's I love about global talent visa, quick decisions. And the most important point is you will not be dependent on any sponsor, right? If you qualify for global talent visa, if I was you, I will go for global talent first before I would go for tier 2. Why? Because I don't need to be dependent on any sponsorship from any employer. So let's say if you get on tier 2, you will be dependent on that sponsor specifically, right? And if you want to change, then you need to find another sponsor, ask for the COS, certificate of sponsorship, apply for new application and change all that. That's hassle. It costs money. It takes time. It takes energy. It's kind of reducing your potential or probably opportunities for you. But if you don't qualify, then probably tier 2 might end up as a second best option for you. But if you get global talent, you should go for it. Graduate immigration route. I had loads of questions. What's happening about this graduate immigration route? It's simple, right? I mean, Home Office is very clear. It will be introduced with effect from summer 2021. What it means, nobody knows. I don't know. They should announce the specific date. So it would be somewhere around summer of 2021, meaning anybody graduates in the summer of 2021 or after will be able to apply for the route. This includes students who have already started their course. I had lots of questions. Oh, I've started my course. I'm graduating now. Would I qualify? The answer is no. Simple, right? If you do qualify from summer of 2021, I don't know the month. It's summer 2021. So if you graduate on or after summer 2021, the specific date Home Office will announce, probably, we don't know when, then you will qualify, but not now. So it's available for international students who have completed a degree at undergraduate level or at a higher education, at a higher education provided, but undergraduate level or above, right? So bachelor's or master's. Very tricky question here. What if I complete PGD? We don't know, because previously this route was called post-study work visa. And some of you might recall this. Post-study work visa was not available for someone who do normally PGD in business management. So if, let's say, you started a course of MBA, but you could not find or pass your dissertation and you were awarded PGD, and that was not helping them to get post-study work visa. And it is my best guess, and again, I'm guessing, It might be similar for the graduate immigration route. So it might be for people who is obtaining a bachelor's degree or master's degree, and might not be available for someone who is doing professional course, including LPC, GDL, PGD, except PGD in education. So postgraduate in education was allowed for post-study work visa then, when it was there in 2011, I guess. But now I guess, and it is my best guess, might be similar for graduate immigration route too. Those who graduate and whose tier 4 leave expires before the route is introduced will not be eligible. It's loud and clear, simple as that. If you get your graduation before summer 2021, you will not qualify. Simple, right? What do you need? Not much. You just need your degree certificate. Home Office has indicated there might not be maintenance requirement. The route will not have a maintenance requirement. So you don't need to worry about maintaining this £945 for 3 months or 90 days. If you even go a 1 penny less, people were getting refused. If they had £944.99 for just 1 day, they were getting refused. Where in graduate immigration route, no maintenance, easy peasy, so you don't need to worry about it. Applicant will not need to demonstrate English language ability. All you need is successfully completed a degree at undergraduate level or above. That's it. You apply online. Now, very important note here is this shall replace the doctorate extension scheme. So for bachelor's and master's degree, they will get 2 years of PSW, post-study work visa, and PhD will qualify for three years of post-study visa, right, which is graduate immigration route. And this route will replace the DES, doctorate extension scheme. Much more better for PhDs. Great option. Next one is startup and innovator category. Who is this for? Wow, this is I'll be very honest, right? We don't work on this category, startup and innovator visa category. We as a company, we as a law firm, we are not specialized, number one, and I have not put too many efforts in understanding and promoting this category for very specific reason. And again, it's my business decision. You can take your own call. I'm not here to influence your decision making. Why? First thing first, startup visa doesn't lead you to a settlement. Why would you do that? Unless you just want to do startup visa. It doesn't lead you to a settlement. The benefit of startup visa is you can get it without any investment. With innovator visa, you need an investment of £50,000. So £50,000 come across as a reasonable, affordable investment for some of you. So it's, oh yeah, I want innovator visa. I can pull in £50,000 of investment, but that's not the only requirement. What you need, and the most complex requirement, is to have an innovative, viable, and scalable business. Now you will say, oh, why cannot I have it? I don't know. I mean, you might have innovative, viable, and scalable business, but I don't know today, right? I have seen very few of them coming up with innovative, viable, and scalable business. And if they have that, they don't need me, to be honest, right? They can do it themselves. So innovator visa is innovative, viable, and scalable business. So most businesses can be, I mean, what do you need to prove that? So it's, with a proper business plan, you can easily demonstrate that your business is viable and scalable. The complex part, and what I'm finding difficulty with majority of my inquiries when I was taking inquiries, and of course then I stopped it, is innovation, right? So getting an innovative business idea is difficult unless you are doing something very techy. And what it means, let me explain. So let's say if you are a taxi company, right? If you start a cab company with 50,000 of investment, you will not qualify for innovator visa. Why? Because it's not innovative. But if you become Uber, right? It's a taxi company, but there is an app, there is a software, and technology behind it becomes innovative. So this is how that idea might qualify for innovator category, right? So something innovative, something different than the market is doing. And this might be in my next slide. Oh, here it is, innovation. The applicant has a genuine original business plan that meets new or existing markets needs and creates competitive advantage, right? It should be genuine. It should be original business plan. It should be something innovative, right? Viable is easy. You have necessary skill, knowledge, and experience. Otherwise, you would not get into the business, I would say. Scalability, that, there is a structured planning and potential for job creation. Just potential. You don't need to create jobs, but it's a potential for job creation. Now, the other thing which probably was not encouraging for me in innovator visa category is the requirement for settlement. So, of course, one requirement is you invest £50,000. You say, okay, I will invest £50,000. But the next requirement was either you need to create 5 vacancies with £25,000 per year job, which is, the wage role is 125,000, or you create 10 other job roles with national minimum wage. So that is again coming to 15,000. So it's again 150,000, something like that. So you need to create a wage role of 125 to 150. That's the rough calculation, right? Based on my maths. Would you be able to do that? I'm not sure. If you can do that, go for it. If you have innovative, viable, scalable business idea, you have £50,000 and you think you can create all these jobs, and you can invest £50,000, and there are few other settlement requirement. If you have innovative business idea, go for it. Try and explore. If you have some good idea which you think is innovative, viable, and scalable, go for it. I mean, I would definitely encourage, go for it. Would we do that? No, we are not doing it. So you might have to find out some other law firms who can help you with that, or some other consultant who can help you with that. But if it's innovative business idea, please try. Next, youth mobility scheme. Now, this is kind of a missing category, right? And as I said earlier, this is about to educate you, all of you. There are many students today, they are not aware about all the categories which I'm going to discuss today. So my goal and objective today is to educate you guys. Look, there are possibilities out there. Does it fit for you? I mean, does it really fit for you? Make or not, go and explore more. So youth mobility scheme, many of you know that, but it might not come across your mind. Say, oh, wow, why cannot I use this? So youth mobility scheme is for people who are aged between 18 and 30, and they are from specific countries, so specific nationalities. They get this youth mobility scheme visa, which is for 2 years. So the countries included are Australia, Canada, Japan, Monaco, New Zealand, Hong Kong, South Korea, Taiwan, and this passports. So there are BNO passport, British National Overseas, British Overseas Territory Citizen, and BOC, right? If you have one of these passport, you can also qualify for youth mobility scheme. Now, just one more important point: if you are from Hong Kong, government is introducing BNO visa, right? British National Overseas. If you have BNO passport, they are introducing new BNO visa from 1st January 2021. It's supposed to be easy application to submit. There isn't much requirement. However, there is no specific guidance, but they said they will introduce this from 1st January 2021. So, watch out this space. If that was to make some sort of sense, probably if that's a category for you to look into, make a note of that BNO visa from 1st January 2021. I'm going to give you my links of social media platform. You can connect with my social media platform, whether it's be LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube. You will get all these latest news on my social media platform. We are very active. We do publish all news, all blogs, very informative, and that will help you what's going on in terms of UK immigration. So I will wholeheartedly invite you to join our social media page, be it Facebook, Twitter, or LinkedIn, or YouTube. I'll give you a link at then. You cannot apply if youth mobility scheme visa if you have children who live with you, or children who are financially responsible. So if you are financially responsible children, you won't be able to apply. Or if you were granted working holiday maker, I don't think you probably might have heard about working holiday maker, but if you did, it was operational somewhere in 2008, 9, and then they closed down many years back. But so that's that. Youth mobility financially responsibility. Again, if you don't remember, perfectly fine. We will send this PPT out to you. Okay, great. Next. Youth mobility, the requirements are not again too complicated. All you need is a bank statement showing you have at least 1890 saving, your passport, and you are some specific nationality. And if you have to do TB test, then you have to do TB test, apply online, and you get it. The note is this category does not lead to settlement. So you will not get settlement under youth mobility scheme. But what you should not forget is, let's say you have been here for 8 years as a student, right? Now you have exhausted all your time as a student in the UK, and you can't do any more degree because there is a restriction that you can spend only 5 years in the UK as a student doing NQF level 6 course. And I've been speaking, and probably the client of mine, he might be on this webinar, and you struggle getting another admission. Now, if that's the case, then if you have finished 8 years in the UK, but if you go for youth mobility scheme, get 2 years of youth mobility scheme visa, you finish 8 plus 2, that means 10 years, continuous lawful residence in the UK, you then qualify for settlement, which is permanent residency. So you have to just be switched on how you do what you do so that you achieve what you want to achieve. So if someone has been in the UK many years as a student studying in the UK, let's say 7 years, a PhD, 2021, apply for, summer 2021, they apply for this graduate visa, 3 years, 7 plus 3, 10 years, they get settlement, right? So you have to try and be innovative. Think about it. What can you club? Now, for youth mobility scheme, you cannot apply. If you are a tier 4, you cannot apply in the UK. So what you need to do, you need to leave the UK, apply from overseas, from your home country, and come back. Then you will say, oh, what happened then with my continuous lawful residence? Would I still get my 10 years continuous lawful residence? Yes. So what you need to do, you need to leave the UK before your visa expiry, come back within 6 months with youth mobility scheme with 2 years. You make total 10 years. There are specific requirements about absences, which I will cover in this webinar. So stay tuned. You will get to know about long residency as well. There are many students in the UK. They have finished their 10 years continuous lawful residence. They are not aware about this. They are not aware about this use. I have used this youth mobility scheme category for many of my clients, students. They came to me, oh, what do I do? I'm not getting admissions. I want to stay. I'm not getting sponsorship. What do I do? Get youth mobility scheme visa for 2 years. Club that together. After 2 years, we submitted long residency, got settlement. Now they are British citizen as well. So it's just a little bit innovative, right? Not too complicated. UK ancestry. Some of you might qualify for this if your grandparents were born in the UK. So it's for someone who is over 17, have enough money to look after themselves, not too much, and planning to work in the UK, right? So you will qualify for UK ancestry if your grandparent were born in the UK. So in the UK as of now, right? So UK is, we have England, Wales, Scotland, Northern Ireland, and that includes Channel Island and Isle of Man. And if they were born before 31st March 1922, then it also includes the Republic of Ireland. Or they were born on British registered ship or aircraft. Then through them, you can claim UK ancestry visa. Many South Africans, Australians, I've seen qualifying for UK ancestry visa. South Africans a lot, Australian, New Zealand. These are the nationalities in my experience I've seen qualifying for UK ancestry visa. Go and find it, if your grandparents were born in the UK, which is the UK now, or Ireland prior to 31st March 1922. Think about it, explore it. Now, next option. So UK ancestry is one, spouse or unmarried. So if you have been living in a relationship with someone who is in a relationship just like a spouse, akin to marriage, for 2 years, together, who is a British citizen or someone who is settled, who has settlement in the UK, you might qualify for unmarried partner visa. So you get 2.5 years of visa. Or if you are married, or if you are getting married in a genuine relationship with someone who is British or settled in the UK, you might get 2.5 years of spouse visa. It's continuous lawful residence, can be clubbed with the long residency, which I'll cover in a minute. and if not, then 2.5 years you get another 2.5 years of visa, and then after 5 years you get settlement. What do you need to do? Either you are married with a British citizen or someone who is settled in the UK, or you are living together in a relationship which is akin to marriage. So just like a marriage relationship for 2 years, live together, and you are over 18, then you might qualify for spouse and unmarried partner visa. The showstopper is sometimes 18,600 requirement. So you or your partner should have been earning at least 18,600 if you are in the UK. If you are not in the UK, then your partner should have earned 18,600 minimum. That's the pay package they should have, and their salary should have been continuous or average like of that for last 6 months. 18,600 per annum package, pay package. You said, what if it's not, right? What if it's not? Then you also can rely on cash saving, right? And then if, let's say, if they are not working at all, then you need a cash saving of 62,500 maintained for 6 months. If not, there are various other criteria as well. If they have some share stock portfolio, or if they have a property, they sell that, bring this money of 62,500, put it in the bank account and apply for spouse visa. There are lots of options to look into if this is an option. Are you in a relationship with someone? Are you getting married with British or settled? Yeah, try this option. Try. You may want to try this. So again, my as I said earlier, my goal today is to throw as many possible options to you today, right? Would you qualify? I don't know. I mean, you have to look into it, make a note of it, and see if it works for you. So spouse, unmarried partner visa options, I have covered that. Next. Tier 1 investor, for someone who has £2 million. If you have £2 million to invest in the UK, then you will qualify for Tier 1 investor visa. Some of you might be interested. What you cannot do with this 2 million invest, you cannot invest into property. I get inquiries from wealthy clients. Oh, how about if I buy a property in central London worth 2 million? No, it will not get you Tier 1 investor visa, right? You cannot invest in properties. There are restrictions. I mean, where you can invest £2 million is in UK companies and UK company shares, right? You can invest in probably GSK, GlaxoSmithKline, or HSBC UK, and this is where probably I'm just throwing as an idea. I mean, there are professional investment manager who will help you. FCA regulated. I am not one of them, so you need to go and seek professional advice as to where you can invest. And as an immigration lawyer, we can help you what is considered as a qualifying investment and what is not qualifying investment. That's what we can help you with. So you need £2 million, let's say, and you have to have a clean criminal history for last 10 years. That's what you need. So that's done. Sole representative. This might be a right options for you as well, and this is something new. Maybe for you, you might not have come across of sole representative. Who is this for? This is for a company, right? This is not for you. This is for a company who is overseas, and they want to open up a branch office in the UK. And what they are doing is they are sending a senior member of staff from their company to the UK to open up a branch office in the UK, which is wholly owned a subsidiary of the overseas branch, right? That's a sole representative visa. So in sole representative, let's say you are coming from a business family, and you should not have a majority shareholder in, let's say, your family business, and if your family business decide that you become a sole representative and you are a senior member of staff, they consider you as a senior member of staff, then you might qualify for sole representative. It's a very innovative angle to look at, right? I'm not sure you will qualify now over this webinar, but why not? As I said, this is just to find more options for you, right? Whether you qualify or not. So think about it. If you think, the thought becomes things. So think about it. Do you have that option to open up a active trading branch of an overseas business? Then what you need is you need a specific a business plan as to how the overseas business will open branch office in the UK. There is no specific requirement about investment. It can be anything as long as it's genuine and it's making some sense. Then it's perfectly fine. And what else do you need? A business plan, a senior member of staff who is senior enough to make decisions on behalf of the overseas company, and that's it. and you can open a branch office in the UK. You can become sole representative of the overseas branch. Again, I will send you this PPT. Don't worry about it. So you will get to know more. I will send you some nice, good links as well, where you can understand more about this. So sole representative is applicant genuinely was recruited overseas by the parent company, is setting up the organization's initial presence in the UK, has a great deal of experience, skill and knowledge of the parent company and its industry. Some of might relate right now with this option, holds a senior position in the company and can make independent decision on the parent company's behalf, and is not a major shareholder or have any significant control or stake holding in the business via partnership agreement or sole ownership, right? That's the requirement. You should have a good English language requirement. Very basic, actually. It's not complicated. If you are doing a study, if you are doing bachelor's, master's, I'm sure you can easily pass this English language test. It's very easy. It's A1 on CFR level. Is just A1. And again, it's speaking, listening, not even reading, writing. Very easy. What you need, you need, it's a lot of document requirement, which again, I will send it to you in the PPT. So we'll cover there. Now, this is the last one. This is what I was talking about. And not many students are using this category, which is a long residency application. Continuous, all you need is continuous lawful residence. Now, interestingly, and this is something interesting you might want to, this can also include your residence in the UK as a visitor. Right? So if you are a visitor, that's a lawful residence, right? So you can include that as well. Now, I had a client from Maldives, right? And she was here as a student for a good 9 years, right? And then she wanted to get this investor visa, I guess, £2 million investment. But we thought, like, if you were to visit for next 1 more year, and if you maintain these absences, then there is a possibility you get this long residency. And we did that, and she was granted long residency visa. So yeah, I saved her £2 million of investment and many £1,000 in the fees of these investment managers. So you see, like, there are innovative ways of looking at this category. What it takes is you should not have more than 540 days of absences during last 10 years. All you need is your passport, which covers last 10 years of your stay in the UK. You might have lost some passport covering last 10 years. Then what you need to do, you need to provide your address proof that you were present in the UK during that time. And there are various evidence you can provide, like your bank statements, other address proof, many address proof you can provide. But absences might be an issue for students who have started studying in the UK very early age, very young age, when they were under GCSE or school years, right? They might be flying out of the UK a lot, and that might be hindrance for them of 540 days of absences. Now, the solution is you need to find out which is the period which is right for them. They might have lived here for 12 years. So you can pick any 10 continuous lawful years residence. So this is very interesting, right? So people don't know, right? Say you have lived in the UK between, let's say, 2005 to 2015. Then you left the UK and you did not come back. But then you come back as a visitor. Even in 2020, you can apply for long residency, which is settlement, which is permanent residency, based on your continuous lawful residence, which you spent between 2005 to 2015, right? So this is beautiful. As long as you can pick the period, which should be continuous, it cannot be gap of 2 years here and 2 years there and 3 years there. It has to be continuous lawful residence. And I did that application for one of my clients a few years back. She came to me, said, "Look, I want to apply for Tier 1 entrepreneur visa. £200,000 is when it was up and running." We looked at the immigration history. We realized she did qualify for, she was from Singapore. And we realized she qualifies for long residency. And then we submitted while she was a visitor in the UK, we submitted long residence application in the premium route, and she was granted within 24 hours. So it does happen, right? So that's long residency. That was the last one. I do have a very little time with me, but if you guys do not mind, probably either we can cut the question answer, or we can just overrun the webinar by 5-10 minutes, if that's okay with you guys. Um, Now I'm touching base on the visa policy changes for tier 4 during the pandemic. What are the changes? If And this is just from yesterday's announcement of the Home Office, and it's very tricky. I think my client is probably here on this webinar, and it's very tricky. I was preparing for this webinar as well yesterday, and I had to back and through read so many policy. I try and make it comes like in FSR way from the Home Office. So as a lawyer, we need to sit down. We need to understand what are the legal implications for my client. When they submit this application. So the rule is kind of how can I put it? It's strange, right? It's strange and it's interesting. So if your visa expired between 24th January 2020 and 31st July 2020, then you will be given an extra month grace period within the UK. That means till 31st August 2020. But what if your visa is expiring on 2nd of August 2020, which is after 2 days of 31st August, right? So what will you do? So my client's visa is expiring on 2nd of August 2020. He is on tier 4. He is waiting for his cars, right? He's struggling. He said, look, I can't get my cars for next 2 weeks. What do I do? What we are doing is, and he has some medical conditions, so he said he can't travel abroad. He got a GP. He's got a letter from a private GP. So what we are doing now for him is we'll be submitting an application outside immigration rule, explaining to the Home Office, look, he has got a medical condition, and then because of this, he cannot travel outside the UK by 2nd of August 2020, and for that reason we are applying outside. So there is no immigration rules where he can fit into. He even cannot fit into this policy guidance, because this policy guidance is valid till people whose visa is expiring by 31st July 2020. His visa is expiring on 2nd August 2020, so he doesn't fit into this. So we'll be submitting this application outside immigration rule, and if he was to get a CAS by then we will vary this application from this outside immigration rule to tier 4 extension, and this can work, right? So, and there is, of course, we have medical letter, so we are not submitting, and you should not, and you cannot submit a frivolous application, an application where there is no grounds, right? And if you are trying to say, oh, let's buy some time, let's make this FLRFP, Yash was talking about this application, let's do that. Don't do that. You can't do it, right? It's called frivolous application, and it would affect your immigration history in a negative way. You cannot do that. So this grace period for people whose visa is expiring between 24th January 2020 to 31st July 2020, they get 1 month of grace period, right? So if you intend to stay beyond 31st August 2020, and there are exceptional circumstances and evidence that you cannot travel, then you can ask for exceptional indemnity by contacting the coronavirus immigration team. So I guess, and this is again my best guess, this is last and final concession, right? That's it. I mean, I don't think so government will announce any more concession post whatever they announced yesterday. This is last and final. If you want to leave beyond this 31st August 2020, then guys, you need to contact the coronavirus immigration team explaining what is the exceptional circumstance with proper evidence. You can't simply say, I have a stomach pain, I can't travel. No, you need the proper letter from the doctors to confirm that. So that's all I want to cover today. We are short on time. I will send you these slides so you will pick up these changes. But there isn't much. If you need help, we are here to help. A little bit about us. We are a multi-award winning 10 plus years experience, boutique UK immigration law firm based in central London. We are a legal 500 and regulated solicitors firm. We have 4,000 plus clients for various matters. It includes everything. We have 700 plus independent review on Trustpilot and at Google. And there are various success stories we have. You can check again, on my social media platform. Now, this is very important. You heard me for last 1 hour, right? If you decide how do you want the next 10 years to turn out, right? How do you want your next 10 years to be turned out. And if you do nothing, right, you finish this webinar, you close your smart device, you close your computer, you close your laptop, and you go and sleep, right? What will happen? If you do nothing, what will change? Nothing will change, I guess. So, guys, please do something. Are you ready to take a single step, just one step, just one step? If you do something, like, it's not just sharing this knowledge. I want you to be better. I want you to be better. I want you to have a better career life in the UK. I believe you are all student, international student. You're spending many thousand pounds in the UK in education, and you now want to make a better life for yourself, for your family. Take a single step. Take a single step towards the direction. You want to close the gap between ordinary life and extraordinary life now, right? So I want you to take a single step. So before I offer, come up with my offer, I want to offer something else as well, right? So before I do that, these are my social media channels. If you can probably click AY&J Solicitors on Facebook, you will find it. But I will also share this link on this web chat in a minute, right? So you can click on that, and then you can join me on social media. You will get the slides. You will get the slides. So I'm now reading the messages. I haven't read any. I'm very sorry, because I was just focused on delivering my webinar. So I haven't read through the message. I'm very sorry. So I will read all this. And I will reply. I will prepare another probably video, and I'll post it to you guys on YouTube. So that might be helpful to you. Next is, I will just very quickly give you my social media links very quickly, or you can search for it, AY&J Solicitors. One second, if I can just share one, at least Facebook. And you might be on your smartphone, and you can just quickly connect there on Facebook. Here it is. Here, Facebook. That's Facebook link. And one more I want to give is YouTube. Brilliant. Very good YouTube channel we have. We produce a lot of content focused on providing values to you guys. Here it is. Here is YouTube channel, and here is the Facebook. Please do. LinkedIn. Oh, someone wants LinkedIn. 1 second, LinkedIn. Okay, here it is. Come. AY&J Solicitors. It's easy to find us on social media, but I understand it's easy peasy. Here we go. 1 second. Here is LinkedIn. Anything else, sir? I mean, LinkedIn's we got Facebook, we got YouTube. Again, we'll circulate in the email to you after we finish this webinar. Now, next. Right, this is my offer, guys, please, right? So as I said, for assessment, we charge 300 plus VAT, that is £360. And this is what I want to do. I want to do free 20 consultations, right? We'll do video consultation, probably on Zoom or something similar platform. We'll record it. We'll do some very nice detailed consultation. So what you need to do, we'll record that. We'll put it on social media platform. I'll tell you now, right? So that if we do one consultation with one of you, and we get into much more detail about your background and what you're looking for, and if we put that on social media, as of now, still 123 people are listening this, right? 123. If we can market this, spread it out, can you imagine the power of the social media platform? Many of international students will be benefited, who doesn't have this knowledge, who doesn't have this nitty-gritty of how it works, these options, right? They will be benefited. We want to help everyone. So we will put it on social media, tag all your friends, tag, university groups. At least they should know what are the options available. So all you need to do is send your background of your case, all your questions to contact@ayjsolicitors.com, right? That's the email, or WhatsApp on this number, which is on your screen. So if you make a note of this WhatsApp number or this email, I will again put it in this chat box in a second. Then, just send all your inquiries in next 24 hours. So we need to receive your inquiries in next 24 hours. What I'll do, I'll pick first 20, and I will arrange a consultation with them myself, right? On Zoom or some sort of online digital platform. We'll record it, we'll put it on social media for everybody's benefit. what if you don't fill into first 20? Then I would say, we have to charge fees, which is 300 plus VAT, which is 360 pounds. But I want to do first 20 for free. And you will get to know who are these first 20 because it will go live. And if you don't want to do that, probably you have to get a paid consultation with me or one of my colleagues. So that's all for now. If you want to change something, get started now. Send your questions. These are the contact details. And I will also put this email address in a second. 1 second. Contact at AY&J Solicitors. Easy. It's not complicated. Now we are going for a question and answer. So we'll do, let's say, 5 questions. 5 questions. Is that okay? So if you can fire your question in chat box, that'd be great. And I will answer 5 questions before we go. 5 questions. So please ask your question, and I will answer 5 questions right now, top of my head. If you can write your question right now here, I will start answering those questions, guys. Type your question now, please. So that's my email address, my WhatsApp number now. While I'm typing the WhatsApp number, would you please type your question? And I will answer 5 questions right now. If I have missed anything from my webinar, I have shared big information from you, very big information. You can retype your message if you typed earlier, because it will take time for me to scroll down. So would you please type? I want to answer 5 questions right now. My WhatsApp number is coming now, 7448568. Here we go. Okay. Let's start. So who should we reply first? Where is it? Oh, sorry. Wow. Oh, wow. Okay. Let's start with Dinesh Panjwani. Dinesh, stay there. If I applied for tier 4 visa and my tier 2 ICT visa ends, if I have applied, here it is. Okay, let me just copy this before Dinesh, you are missing. Oh my God, Dinesh, stay there. Oh, sorry. I'm just missing this copy. Let me copy that quickly. Okay, fine. Here it is. Oh God, where is it? Here it is. Sorry, I'm very sorry. I'm just trying to keep up with this Dinesh question. I want to copy somewhere else so that I can read the question and I can answer that. If I have applied for tier 4 visa and my tier 2 ICT visa ends on 31st August 2020, then will I be able to continue working with my current company? Applied for tier 4 visa, my tier 2 ICT visa ends on 31st August 2020. So that means your visa ends on 31st August 2020. If your employer has not curtailed your visa, if they have not curtailed your visa as ICT, and as of now, if you are on tier 2 ICT, then your previous status will be continued. That means today you are tier 2 ICT. So I assume you have submitted your application, which you said it, you have submitted tier 4 and you are ICT. So you are ICT, your previous status as ICT will continue up until you get the decision on tier 4. So let's say you don't get the decision on tier 4 till, let's say, September, October, November, December, right? You are still ICT. So continue your tier 2 ICT job if your employer has not curtailed your visa. If they have curtailed, then you can't work with anybody, but you just need to wait. Because ICT is specifically for to work with that specific company. Number 2 question. I'm sorry, I have to pick and choose because there are so many questions. I have to pick one. Let's say pick Rishabh Diman. One of my friend is on visit visa. She is waiting for her offer letter. Come on, Diman, where is it? I wish someone can help me. 1 second. One of my friend, copy, Control C. I'm doing Control C, Control V. Here it is. One of my friend is on visitor visa. She is waiting for her offer letter from university and she is apply for CAS ASAP. Can she switch her visa from here within the UK? Visit visa? Yes. Only before 31st January 2020. So it's just tomorrow. Very good technical question, right? And this is what I'm dealing with. Another client, she is on a visitor visa. She is from South Korea. She is on a visitor visa. She entered the UK on 2nd of August, 8th of August. So her visit visa is expiring technically because they get on arrival visa. So that is for 6 months. That is expiring on 8th of August. Now, okay, fine. Very good question. So we need to understand, when is your friend's visit visa expiring or has expired? If her or his or her visas expired already, right? Then it's a good news. And if it has been expired and has been extended under this Corona scheme till 31st July, then it will be considered as extended till 31st August. Then she or he has a time to apply till 31st August. But if she has a valid visa today, let's say she had a valid visa, she entered on, let's say, 8th of August, 8th of February 2020. So that means she has a valid visa till 8th of August 2020. That means her visa hasn't expired by 31st July. That means she or he has to apply by 31st July, which is tomorrow, which I don't think so it's practical if you haven't looked into getting the cars, right? So that's the monams. It's a beautiful question, very nice question, and I hope this helps you over this webinar. Number 3 question. Diman, did I answer your question? She is a grace period on Corona. When did her visas expire, Rishabh? Diman, do you know that, Diman? Do you know when did her visa, when was the visa expiry for a visit visa? She might be on a grace period. We need to understand that. People think this is a graduate applicant process for graduate jobs 2020 when employee. Oh, Diman, where are you? Oh, I'm sorry. This is very 31st July. All right. What's her nationality, Diman? I mean, it's quite interesting. Very good topic. But I'm sorry, but I can't provide specific advice. This legal advice. We need to understand more detail on this. I'm sorry. So let me move on to Surbi Nanoti. If I am a software professional with 2 years international experience and complete my graduation in June 2020, as per my visa expired April 2020, am I eligible PSW 5? Okay, if I find a sponsored job. No, I mean, the people graduate scheme is for people who will graduate in summer 2021. Should be, right? This is for you. If you graduate in summer 2021, I don't know the date, I don't know the month, then only you will qualify for a graduate visa, which is, kind of post-study visa you're talking about. But in between, if you complete your course, if you find an employer who is happy to sponsor you for NQF level 3 position, then also you have a bright chance of getting tier 2. So that's question number 3. Aziz Fadul, any updates on the biometric application centers and current processing? No, Aziz, I know as much as you know, right? There is no specific or additional information I have, right? Is what is happening, because we have many pending application with the Home Office. What is happening with our clients? They are getting one by one invitation for biometric, right? So when they get invitation, they go and they submit their biometric. That is what is happening, right? So we just need to wait. We can't do much about these biometric appointments and centers. So we just need to wait. Our clients are waiting. Some of them, they are getting automatic invitation to submit their biometric. And I think it's like first come first. So they are dealing with a very, very long pending application. Manjot Virdi, is there an interview for apply for sponsor license after December 20? Can the employer simply sponsor employee outside the UK without advertisement even at the Yes. So the first answer, let me answer first question. Manjot Virdi, your question, can the employer apply for interview? There is a specific online process to apply for sponsor license, Manjot Virdi. You apply for a sponsor license online, and it's up to the Home Office whether they want to come and do a compliance check on the employer. Right, so they randomly pick and choose. It also sometimes depends on the profile of the employer. So Home Office do make their decision whether to visit the employer or not. If they visit the employer and run a pre-license visit, then of course they will interview and check the employer whether they have a sponsorship management system in place, if they have a compliance in place. Again, either you need to know and understand what is the sponsorship management system and compliance, or you seek a professional advice and be ready. And I would give you confident, Manjot Virdi, it's not rocket science. With a professional help, it can be done. I think so. Any employer who is applying for sponsor license, they must have a compliance system in place, and there are templates we have at hand to provide to this employer so that they become a compliant sponsor license holder. So that is for Manjot Virdi. The second question of Manjot was, Do you need to advertise position from January 2021? No. For NQF level 3 position from January 2021, Home Office taking off the RLMT, so they can recruit somebody from outside the UK without advertising the position from January 2021. The last question is, will Home Office not question the credibility and finding a settled person in the UK first? There is no specific guidance as of now. How this credibility will work, but the premises of sponsor licenses, and I have a huge experience on sponsor licensing, and I know the policy guidance in and out. The premises of sponsor license is to hire a non-EU staff when you don't find a settled staff in the UK. How it will change, we need to look into it from January 2021. We do help many sponsors, many sponsored company. We do help many non-EU sponsored migrants as of now, and I did not find it challenging. So I would love to see how it works from January 2021. So very good questions, Manjot Virdi. I don't know how many I've answered questions. When will PSW come in action? Paras Patravale, if you were here, I said it. If you when will it come in action? I have no idea. Home Office announced it will start somewhere in summer 2021. We don't know the date. We don't know the month. I know as much as you know. It will come. It will start in summer 2021. But I hope and surely Home Office will announce it. Of course, couple of weeks or couple of months in advance. Let me answer one more question. When will PSW start for student? I think Swati, I've just answered that question. Next question, I think so. I'll take 2 more questions and that is it. But of course, guys, please do email, join social media platforms, WhatsApp messages with your question. We are conducting 20 face-to-face consultation, and I'm so happy there's still 93 people listening to me. Thank you so much, guys, for your love and affection. Thank you. Let me take 2 more questions. Where is the question? Sanchari Das, during the graduation. Oh, let me pick this question, otherwise I will miss it. Control C. And we'll do Control V. Sanchari Das, during the graduate application process for graduate jobs in 2021, when employee asks, do you have the right to work in the UK? Should I say yes or no? I'm graduating in summer 2021. Graduate application process for graduate jobs in 2021. Employee asks, do you have right to work in the UK? You can say you don't know. How can you say yes or no now when you don't have visa at hand, right? So you should not say yes or no if you are not sure today, but you can say possibly yes, because from possibly summer 2021, you might graduate from summer 2021, and you might qualify for a graduate visa, and possibly you will get the visa. So the answer is possibly yes. Make sense? That's the lawyer way of answering the question. So I think let me answer one more question and then we are good to go. What is the news about point-based system? Nayar Jalaluddin, what do you want to know about new point-based system? I think I have covered whatever possible I could think of today in this webinar, which might be applicable for majority of international students. And if you have specific ideas or specific question, if you can throw it me, I will find out something more information for you guys. Can we convert ICT tier 2 to PBS skilled migrant worker visa? Convert ICT tier 2 to PBS skilled migrant? Not as of now. ICT cannot switch, right? ICT cannot switch. As of now, tier 2 ICT has 1 year of cooling off period, right? So if they even leave the UK and wants to come back, they have 1 year of cooling off period. They cannot switch into the main category. But there is a big but for tier 2 ICT. Guys, if you are tier 2 ICT, this is very, very important for you. If you are tier 2 ICT, you can switch in global talent visa. So you need to explore this option if you fit into this category, global talent visa, right? So tier 2 ICT, think about global talent visa. Do you really qualify for that? Anyone in IT, I would encourage them to take our assessment test. All you need to do is drop me an email on contact@ayjsolicitors.com asking for assessment for global talent visa. If you are in IT, we will send you a link, and then you take that assessment test, and then we'll let you know whether you qualify or not. One more. I'm liking it. I mean, this is beautiful. Thank you so much. I'm I like sharing my knowledge and experience. What is it worth here? It's worth nothing, right? If I give it to you, I'm sure you will make some use of it. Last question: if you are in bar training course in June 2021, would you apply? Would you be able to apply for post-study bar training course? Jasmine Sharma. I think again, in my best guess. Look, don't quote me for this. I think it's a professional course. If it's not probably bachelor's or master's degree, and if it's professional course, it might not be covered. It might not be covered. And the reason I'm saying is because of the previous route we had of post-study visa, right? In 2011, we had post-study visa. In that previous route, government did not allow the professional qualification. So this is my best guess. I might be wrong. So apology. So this is just my best guess. So it's better to go for the bachelor's and master's course if you want to secure your post-study visa from summer 2021. What if the bar plus LLM? Yeah, good one. Yeah, if you get LLM as master's degree, go for it. It makes sense. But again, you need to look into your restriction of studying in the UK. Again, your institute will decide whether they will give you bar plus LLM or not as a course. Course that's I'm liking this. I have been applying for is global talent visa applies to all fields. Hira Malik, if you think you have something exceptional, then please drop us an email. It's a little bit complicated. We'll see if you do qualify or not. Is global talent visa for all job categories? I think if you go on YouTube, there is a specific webinar from me on global talent visa, so you might find it. Probably let me find the link for you, and I will just copy paste the link here very quickly. Where is the webinar? It is on my YouTube channel, guys. If you find it, you will, if you say AY&J solicitors, if you go on my YouTube channel, do subscribe, please. We want to spread this knowledge. We want to spread this knowledge to as many people as possible. And this is what I do. I just create many videos and I just spread around. I'll do this webinar link very quickly, and then I will take a leave, guys. Really thank you for attending, and I really enjoyed it speaking with you all. Thank you so much. I will send this webinar link very quickly. There are a few more links as well I want to share with you now. Where is it? Come on. Sorry, I'm not finding it. Videos. I hope I had some assistant today. Here it is. Copy. Here is the link, guys. Webinar, copy link, Control C. Here is the link of the webinar. Thank you. Candace is helping me. Thank you. Thank you, Candace. I hope I got the webinar link for you guys. What else can I do for you? Please do, I want to share this video testimonial we had from one of my clients. It's very nice video. I wanted to play with you on this. I wanted to play this video, but then I did not get enough time. So this is something, I want to showcase what we do as a company here, how we help clients. And this is something, which is very close to my heart. And I wanted to share this. Thank you. That's my last. But you can be on my social media channel. You will find a lot of information. And if not, here is the email, contact@ayjsolicitors.com and or WhatsApp. Thank you so much. I really like it. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Bye-bye.